Okay, hello traders, my name is Olimpiu Tuns and today I will be your host here. Thanks for watching this live trading session, Forex webinar. Please guys, before we'll start this session, this webinar, as always, please read the risk disclaimer, it's important. And also if you have any more questions about subscription, maybe about services, about brokerage companies, please email support. They will help you. They'll come back to you. Adam Queen, can we review the open trade in GBP in Japanese yen? That trade, it was only for VIP members. My British pound versus the Japanese yen trade. So that trade, Adam, it runs in profit, and yeah, it's still good, it's still valid. Pargami, hi, how are you? So and don't forget guys to visit our YouTube channel, to subscribe, maybe to like this video here live right now. Also I'm waiting for questions, maybe also for your comments right below this video, maybe later, maybe if you'll I don't know, if you'll take a look again on this webinar or something. And if you are not a VIP member and if you want to become one, you can also use this code, this coupon 21 off, to get a 21% discount. Okay, I will close this window and we'll start. I want to take a look here really quick on Orlando's trade, US dollar versus the Mexican peso. As you already know, this trade reached its take profit earlier today, and it has continued to grow. Yeah, 65 pips or 650 pips here on this trade today, an intraday trade from Orlando today. Personally, I've updated the groups because Orlando is out right now, but maybe he will come back later today or tomorrow with more trades, maybe like this one. Cameroon, hello. Oh, I just joined a premium this morning. Yeah, how are you, team? Hello, I just bought your service. How many trades per day? Yeah, it depends. Yeah, if we'll have maybe more setups, yeah, then will be 2 or 3 trades, maybe. Yeah, maybe 1 trade. It depends. We are trying to identify high probability trades for you. So yeah, Oliver, how did you know it was going to go up? Oliver, I will tell you my opinion about this trade. I've told you that this was not my trade, it was Orlando's trade, my colleague's trade. And yeah, technically maybe we had here something like a support zone. Its failure here to stabilize right below the weekly pivot point. And also if we'll take a look on the dollar index, the dollar index in the short term has maybe we had something like a flag here or something. So escaping from this flag or something here in the short term has maybe signaled something like a potential rally. And the rally here in the dollar index is a rally, forced the US dollar to appreciate versus its rivals. Right, so that's why that currency pair, that market rallied in the short term, because we had this rally here in the dollar index as well. Right, so in the short term, I've told you guys about the dollar index that after reaching testing, retesting, registering only false breakout here above the warning line of the descending pitchfork, the dollar index could drop a little, and here it has failed to approach to reach to retest maybe the ascending pitchfork's medium line. So the bias is bullish. The dollar index could resume its growth, and you already know from my previous session that I've told you that jumping, closing and stabilizing above the warning line of the descending pitchfork maybe could signal potential further growth and upside continuation. Right now it is almost to hit 95.26. So stabilizing above the warning line, making a new higher high could signal potential further growth, and potential further growth here in the dollar index will force the dollar to appreciate versus its rivals. That's why personally I'm looking for new USD longs right now. Cameroon, amazing. Yeah, amazing. Thank you. Rohit, make video on edging. Orlando told that he will do it. Yeah, Rohit, are you a VIP member? Because Orlando talked about hedging in a previous live educational session webinar in the last week. So yeah, if you missed it, it's only because maybe you are not a VIP member. Okay, so I've told you that the dollar index is bullish, strongly bullish. Further growth here could force the US dollar to appreciate versus its rivals. That's why I will look for US dollar longs. Right. First of all, before we'll take a look on majors, and also please, guys, I'm waiting for questions. If you want me to take a look on a specific market, that's why I'm here. Personally, I will try to cover all markets. So let's start here with gold. Yeah, and if you are a VIP member, you already know that personally I've sent my pending order. Adam Smith, hi Olympia, greetings from UK. Hi, how are you, Andy Smith? So if you're a VIP member, you already know that I've sent you guys and I've shared my trade in gold. Personally, I will not show here my setup because this is still a pending order. And yeah, if you want to get that trade, if you want to catch that trade, you should become a VIP member. You can use that code 21 off to get a 21% discount. So let's talk about gold, guys. Right now, as you can see here, the price of gold, the yellow metal, registered only a false breakout with great separation above 1868.62. So the pressure is high in the short term only because the dollar index has rallied, the US dollar has appreciated versus its rivals. And Smith, as always, I would like to talk about gold. Yeah, I'm talking about gold right now. I see a lot of noise that gold is going to increase. We'll see. It remains to see. Andy Smith, Varga Mihai, I have a very old trade on platinum. Can you see platinum could rise more? Thanks. Mihai, I will take a look on that market as well after I will finish with gold here. So technically, gold is still bullish, and after its amazing and aggressive rally through 1834.19, I've told you guys that personally I would like to see, or also after escaping from this channel, I've told you here that I want to see something like a retreat, like a correction. Personally, I would have liked to see something like a retest here, consolidation before jumping higher. But in the short term, it has failed to drop deeper, to approach to retest 1834.19, only because as you already know, we had something like a bad one moment, because let's take a look here on the economic calendar. So on Friday we had this prelim consumer sentiment. So this it was bad for the US dollar. 66.8 points, far below 72.5 expected, far below 71.7 in the previous reporting period. So this economic indicator forced the price of gold to jump higher. So right now we have something like a range here in the short term between 1868.62, 1841.57. So also we have something like a minor uptrend line here. So personally, I believe that as long as it stays above the weekly pivot point 1848.65, above this level, moving sideways here could attract more buyers, could attract more bullish energy before jumping higher. And yeah, guys, I believe that making an upside breakout from this pattern, from this range, could signal an upside continuation. So you already have my trade, my pending order in gold. If you are a VIP member, if you are not a VIP member, you can still catch this trade maybe. Of course, if you want to follow my trade, if you want to follow my trade management, Yeah, so this is my opinion here in gold, and you can see here that we had only a false breakout with great separation, and yeah, if you would have placed your buying position maybe right above these former highs, yeah, right now, yeah, maybe you are in the red, but my pending order is still valid and for the VIP members. Okay, platinum. Let's take a look for Mihai. So you have an old trade on platinum. Let's take a look. Yeah. Maybe I've told you guys here that we have something like an up channel in my previous sessions. I've told you also that here escaping from the descending pitchfork body could signal potential growth. Also, I've told you that maybe coming back, stabilizing above the upper medium line of the ascending pitchfork could signal potential growth. And if you take a look here, you can see that the price of platinum jumped above 1077.68, right? A new higher high, temporary drop, and right now it has retested the weekly pivot point. Personally, I believe Mihai here that if the price will stabilize above this broken level, it could resume its growth in the short term. This is my opinion here in platinum. Personally, I'm not a big fan maybe of I'm not trading this market, but you can see that we had something like a downtrend, breakout, something like a sideways movement here. It has tried to consolidate here. Maybe we talked also about something like this in the past, I believe. We talked about something like a reversal pattern, maybe here, I don't know. Something like this, maybe. So, in my opinion, and technically, yeah, the price of platinum could resume its growth, yeah, in the short term, as long as it stays above the pivot point, above the immediate lows here, above, as long as it stays above the upper medium line of the ascending pitchfork, and let's use also here the 150% Fibonacci line and the first warning line. So right now it challenges the 150% Fibonacci line, yeah, and also here is the first warning line of the ascending pitchfork. Here is the upper medium line, and here we have the uptrend line. It has failed to come back to retest the uptrend line, signaling that the buyers are strong, guys. The buyers are strong here, and one moment, something like this. One moment. So the immediate high here, 1093.36, is seen maybe as a static resistance here. So taking out this level, a new higher high could signal potential further growth towards the arrow line, towards the first warning line, towards the upside line of this channel, right? Okay, Euro US dollar. Let's take a look. Yeah, an amazing sell-off right now, only because the dollar index rallies. So yeah, the pressure is still high. We have something like a historical level here at 1.1422, and right now the price challenges also the downside line of this channel after failing to stabilize above the lower medium line. So it has invalidated this potential pitchfork. The pressure is still high, and the euro versus the US dollar could drop deeper as long as the dollar index resume its growth. Yeah, and I've told you earlier that maybe the dollar index could jump higher towards fresh new highs. So yeah, this pair could drop if this scenario will take shape. Yeah, and this meet I will take a look on silver as well. So personally, I don't have something right now, only because for me it's maybe it's risky to sell it here right on the 1.1422 on the downside line, because maybe only invalidating its breakdown, something like a false breakdown, great separation, a major bullish engulfing, or something like any other bullish pattern here could signal a potential swing higher. Of course, if the dollar index will find resistance, if it will drop again. So right now also the dollar index is right below 95.26, and something like a rejection, temporary drop, retreat could force the euro versus US dollar to rebound, right? Silver. Hi Olympia, which broker are you using? We have a real account here at Learn to Trade at Ava Trade, but please email support. Maybe if you want a more, I don't know, if you want to know what brokerage company to use or something, because I don't know where are you from, and maybe you need an advice or something. So please email support. Raul Rodriguez, Lara, can we talk about Euro, New Zealand dollar? I believe is a strong support. Thanks. Yeah, I will take a look. Cameron, I'm happy I joined the service. You guys really know what you are talking about. Thank you, Cameron. Maybe I will use your message here on Instagram or something. So, silver, guys. If you remember, I've talked about maybe something like this. Something like an inverse head and shoulders after jumping above this downtrend line. And right now, guys, the price of silver, it's traded located above this former high, above 24.871, and maybe something here like a small consolidation accumulation could bring us maybe new long opportunities or something. The bias is bullish as long as it stays above this immediate uptrend line. It's bullish as long as it stays above 24.871, above the weekly pivot point. But I've told you earlier today in an analysis, I've sent an analysis, and I've told you guys that personally I'm waiting for a strong confirmation here in the short term before considering going long, because right now in the short term you can see that maybe the price of silver has I don't know, signaled big dotted buyers or something. Maybe we have also something like bearish divergence. Let's use the RSI. Yeah, you can see higher highs here on the silver price, and something like lower highs here on the RSI, so bearish divergence. But as you already know, personally, I'm not trading divergence, and I'm not. I will not go short only because I have a bearish divergence. Sorry, and I told you the bias is still bullish. It could move sideways, and maybe we'll have something on lower time frames. We'll have a new maybe long opportunity. Right now, as long as it stays right below the immediate downtrend line, it could come back to retest the support zone here. So here we have something like maybe support zone or something around the weekly pivot point, around the immediate lows. We have also the uptrend line. So personally, I've told you earlier today that I'm waiting for a fresh maybe bullish signal here on silver. And guys, when I'll have a new long opportunity maybe here on silver, I will share my trade and my trade management with the VIP members. I will share my trade in the Learn to Trade VIP channel Telegram group. So please join the VIP group. If you want to get all our trades, to follow our trade management, to get VIP content, market analysis, videos, tutorials, webinars. So the upside pressure is still high, guys. And as I told you earlier also, when I talked about gold, personally, I'm looking for longs in silver, in gold, right? The British pound versus the US dollar. So I've talked about something like this, about a rebound after reaching the medium line of the descending pitchfork, but yeah, the pressure is still high, guys. This could still be only a temporary rebound. So if the dollar index will resume its growth, maybe this pair could drop again, and maybe this could be only something like an up channel, something like a downside continuation pattern, something like a bearish pattern. So it could increase within this minor pattern flag channel, but dropping below the uptrend line could signal potential decline here. Only because here it has failed to retest my lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork, and right now also it stands right below the weekly pivot point, failing to take out this resistance. If it will maybe fail to jump to stabilize above it, only retest, false breakouts, and a breakdown here from this flag could signal potential drops. Please guys, I'm waiting for messages, for questions. US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Yeah, after its failure here to stabilize above the downtrend line, a temporary drop was naturally expected. 113.80 is seen as support. Maybe here also the medium line of the ascending pitchfork is seen as a dynamic support. So yeah, maybe something here, retest, valid breakout could bring us something. But yeah, I'll wait for confirmation. So the downtrend line is seen as a dynamic resistance, and also 114.27 is seen as a static resistance. So maybe something like this. Also a new higher high could signal potential upside continuation here in US dollar versus the Japanese yen. US oil. One moment, because I will invite more members here. My live webinar. Okay, so maybe there are more members who want to join us. So US oil, guys, I've told you earlier today that the pressure is high after maybe failing to approach to reach again 85.39. Also, it has escaped from this pattern, from this range pattern, and right now in the short term, I've talked about maybe something like I don't know, something like a falling wedge or something. But I've told you that as long as it stays within the descending pitchfork body, right below the upper medium line, and if it will maybe drop and stabilize below the 23.6 retracement level, then it could drop deeper. But also don't forget that maybe we have something like on the lower time frames here, something like I don't know, channel, falling wedge pattern. But I told you that maybe I will look for new longs here in US oil only if the price will stabilize above the 23.6, and also if it will maybe make a very breakout above the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. So right now I don't have something. Gold, please. Yeah, we talked about gold, but I will take a look again for you. Yeah, and also we'll take a look on US equities, also on cryptocurrencies, and that's why I'm here. And I will take a look on all markets. We'll try to identify something, and if I have something like a good setup, I will place a trade for me here for a lunch trade. And if you want to follow it, to copy that trade, to follow that my trade management, it's fine. So right now I don't have something really good in US oil. Personally, I would have liked to see maybe something like a drop here towards this support zone, demand area, towards the 38.2 before jumping higher. And maybe here I would have I will search for new long opportunities. But I've told you also that stabilizing above the 23.6 could bring us new long opportunities, and if I'll have something, I will share my trade with the VIP members. So gold, the upside pressure is still high. It continues to stay right below 1868.62. and maybe staying here right below this static resistance could signal an upside, an imminent upside breakout. So I've told you that the bullish pressure is high, and I told you that the bias is bullish. And yeah, if you're a VIP member, you already have my my pending order in gold. If you're not a VIP member, you can become one by accessing the link posted right below this video. You can also use that coupon, that code. I will also send the code 21 off into the YouTube channel, so you can use that code, that coupon at the checkout to get a 21% discount if you want to become a VIP member. If you want to get all my trades, all our trades, trade management, VIP content, yeah. So the pressure is high also after maybe printing this candle here. Yeah, we also had something like this, like a triangle. It has escaped from this triangle. Right now it has retested the broken line. So the bias is bullish, but maybe the price of gold could move sideways here before really taking out this resistance, because you can see here that it has registered, it has printed only a false breakout with great separation. Canadian dollar, yeah, something like a sell-off, retreat, drop after its amazing rally. So after this drop, personally I will look for new longs, yeah, for buying opportunities in US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Maybe this could be only a temporary drop to test to retest the weekly pivot point before jumping higher. So I will look for longs. US dollar, Swiss franc. So I've told you guys in my previous session that maybe something like a false breakout here, rejection, bearish pattern here around the first warning line of the descending pitchfork could signal a potential downside movement. So you can see here that we had only a false breakout with great separation, something like a bearish engulfing here, so a temporary drop. Right now the price, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, retest, it challenges the warning line again. This dynamic resistance, we'll have to wait to see what will really happen, and if the dollar index will resume its growth, if the dollar index will jump higher, then this pair will maybe make a new higher high, will make a valid breakout above the warning line. It could continue to grow, and something like a rejection, again false breakout, could signal potential drop towards 0.9176 towards the weekly pivot point. So yeah, I'm looking also for something like a fresh new So Andy Smith, the British pound, Japanese yen seems to be trying to recover but struggling. Yeah, I've told you earlier that that trade is still in profit right now, small profit. And yeah, maybe the pressure, we'll talk about the Japanese yen in a few minutes, and I will take a look also on the British pound versus the Japanese yen. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we talked about that pair, New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Let's take a look. Yeah, we talked about something like this here in New Zealand dollar, US dollar. I've told you that a new higher high, maybe potential bullish closure above 0.7038 could signal potential growth, but the pressure is still high, guys. You can see that it has reached 0.7072, former support, current resistance, and yeah, the pressure is still high. If the dollar index will jump higher towards fresh new lows, sorry, if it will jump higher towards fresh new highs, then maybe this pair will drop again, and maybe only something like a sideways movement or something could bring us right now, personally, I don't have something really good. Maybe on lower time frames, maybe we'll have something. Let's take a look on 15 minutes maybe, or on 13 minutes, because this could be only something like a flag or something like a channel, maybe something like this or something like this, and staying below the weekly pivot point, below 0.7072, and making a valid breakdown, test retest could bring us maybe a new short opportunity downside movement here in New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Euro, Australian dollar, I will take a look on that market as well. Tomorrow, Australian big news. Yeah, don't forget also that the US is to release its retail sales tomorrow. So if you're trading gold, if you're trading the US dollar, you should be careful because most likely the United States retail sales data. So let's take a look. So retail sales, 1.3% growth expected in October, and core retail sales 1% growth expected in the previous month versus 0.8% growth in September. So also the industrial production 0.9% growth expected versus 1.3% drop. Yeah. Capacity utilization rate 75.9 versus 75.2. Business inventories. Don't forget tomorrow to keep an eye on the economic calendar, because all these US data could bring high volatility if you are trading the US dollar, maybe gold, and also the Reserve Bank of Australia monetary policy meeting minutes. So yeah, also if you're trading the British pound, we have the unemployment rate, average earnings, claim count change. So yeah, you should keep an eye on the economic calendar, because if you are trading maybe on the short term or something intraday, all these could have an impact. Rebound. We talked about this potential rebound in Australian dollar, US dollar. This pair has rebounded. It has ignored the dollar index's rally, but this could be only a temporary growth, testing and retesting all these levels, resistance levels. Could bring us maybe new short opportunities. This could be as well something like I don't know, channel flag or something. And if we'll catch something, we'll open trade. I will open trade also here live, but only if I'll have something like a high probability trade and a good setup. So John, expectation is in Australian dollar, US dollar. I've told you, personally I don't have something really good. We talked about something like this after reaching 0.7289 in the previous week. I talked about a potential rebound, and right now it has jumped above the medium line, and right now it challenges the 50% retracement level. And I told you that maybe something like this, something like an up channel, something like a flag here, could bring us maybe new short opportunities, and maybe only, I don't know, strong consolidation here, accumulation, maybe something like a drop, something like this could bring us maybe new long opportunities. Okay, let's talk about the Japanese yen. I've told you that my trade in the British pound versus the Japanese yen is in profit. I believe that's yeah, it's still in profit. And if you remember, guys, I've talked about the 61.8 retracement level here, something like a drop, aggressive drop, corrective phase, and right now it has found support around the 61.8, 152.49. Right now it has jumped above the weekly pivot point, 152.87, and yeah, it's the pair is traded is trading in the green right now, and maybe it has found temporary resistance here at this downtrend line, and personally maybe here I will use something like action reaction technique or approach or something. Maybe I will record, guys. John, thank you as well. Maybe I will record this week a trading tutorial talking about action and reaction, right? You can see that we have maybe something like a down channel here, and personally I've placed here something like a potential upside target or something or here downside target if the British pound versus the Japanese yen will escape from this channel. So this is action reaction. I will or maybe I will host a live webinar, an educational webinar this week talking about action and reaction, maybe, or maybe I will record a trading tutorial, because also when using maybe Pitchfork, we'll have to understand action and reaction. Yeah. So the British pound versus the Japanese yen, it has found support. It has escaped from the descending Pitchfork's body. It has jumped also above the first warning line, and yeah, maybe it has found temporary resistance. But in my opinion, right now in the short term, the upside pressure is high. And yeah, we'll have to wait. Maybe something like a sideways movement here could signal potential growth or something. Hello, I would like to know more about your service. I've told you, if you have maybe more questions about services, about subscription, about brokerage companies, please email support, because here I want to talk about markets. I want to maybe to place trades live if I'll have something, or I don't have maybe time here to explain services or something. Please, you can take a look on our website. And you can email support if you want more details about services, subscription. Yeah. So this is my opinion here in the British pound versus the Japanese yen, and I believe that an upside breakout from this pattern, from this channel, jumping, closing, and stabilizing above the weekly R1 resistance 153.34 could signal potential growth. GPI basket. Let's take a look. So. As you already know from my analysis, when this index drops, then maybe the Japanese yen will depreciate. So right now we have something like an up channel, and we have resistance at 91.39. This channel, this pattern could be considered as a continuation pattern. So maybe staying right below this resistance area and dropping, making a value breakdown below this uptrend line could signal potential drop, and the potential drop here in this index, yen index basket, could force the yen to depreciate versus its rivals. That's why maybe I will look also for other Japanese yen shorts if this index will drop. Also, let's take a look on Japanese yen futures. Something like this as well, something like a channel. It has failed to stabilize above this upside line. Right now it stays right above the uptrend line, and the potential drop here, deeper drop here in the Japanese yen futures, could force the yen to depreciate as well. Let's take a look also on the Japanese stock index, on the Nikkei. It has rallied after its decline. It's moving higher here. Potential growth here registered by the Nikkei, but the Japanese stock index could force the yen to depreciate. Euro Japanese yen, yeah, right now sell off here, but we could still have something like this, like a falling wedge pattern, a reversal pattern. But here the pressure is still high after dropping below 130.47. Right now it challenges the weekly S1, the downside line here. So yeah, we'll have to wait, guys. But here on this market, on this pair, the pressure is still high. So Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, it has rebounded. Yeah, we had this 90.53 static support, test, retest, false breakdowns. It has failed to stabilize right below the downside, the channel's downside line. So yeah, right now we have something like a rebound, leg higher in play. Also here, Australian dollar, Japanese yen, a rebound. It has escaped from this channel, from this pattern, after failing to stabilize right below the medium line. Test, retest, and right now is almost to approach to hit the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. But yeah, I already have that British pound versus the Japanese, and I will keep that trade. I don't want to maybe to open another trade right now here on the Japanese yen, maybe on the Japanese yen pairs. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. It has escaped from the descending pitchfork. Maybe we had something like a pattern here as well, like a falling wedge reversal pattern, signaling that maybe the downside movement is over and that the New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen could turn to the upside, right? Also Fibonacci retracement, so it has failed to stabilize right below the 38.2. It has escaped from the descending pitchfork's body, and maybe something here like I don't know, if it will come back to test retest or sideways movement could bring us maybe new long opportunities here as well. Bitcoin, guys, and then we'll talk also about US equities, maybe about the German stock index, the DAX 30 as well. So Bitcoin, you already know that 62,856.71, this former low is seen as a support, immediate support, short-term, near-term support, downside obstacle, false breakdown with great separation, something like a sideways movement. I told you guys that this could be only a temporary drop. I've told you that staying above this former low, moving sideways here, followed by a value breakout, could bring us new long opportunities in Bitcoin. Yeah, I've told you also that failing to approach to reach the medium line of the descending pitchfork could signal maybe potential growth towards the upper medium line, and staying near the upper medium line, maybe moving sideways, staying near and right below the upper medium line could signal on imminent upside breakout and the potential upside continuation. So but right now it has failed to stabilize above the pivot point. It has failed to reach the upper medium line, so maybe a temporary drop again towards this zone. It's maybe natural or something, but something like a sideways movement, upside breakout could bring us new long opportunities in Bitcoin. Ethereum, guys, it has registered a false breakdown. A false breakout again above the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork. You can see how the price respects the upper medium line. So the upper medium line is seen as a dynamic resistance, bearish engulfing, false breakout. Yeah, and right now the pressure is high here on Ethereum. If the price of Bitcoin will drop deeper, again the price of Ethereum and the altcoins could slip lower as well. Yeah, and we have something like an up channel, but unfortunately the price failed to approach to reach the upside line, signaling maybe something like an exhausted buyers. But I don't know, we have this level here, this low, 44.52.86, 44.60, something like support. So this could be only a temporary drop, maybe sideways movement if the price will close stabilize right below the uptrend line. Okay, and maybe moving sideways, a value breakout could signal potential growth and could bring us new long opportunities. Also failing here or registering only false breakdown below the uptrend line, and the value breakout could bring us new long opportunities in Ethereum. Please, guys, I'm waiting for messages if you want me to take a look on a specific market. DAX 30, the German stock index, it has resumed its growth as expected after moving sideways here, after accumulating more bullish energy, after attracting more buyers. So the bias is bullish. I don't have something really good because maybe we had something after this false breakdown, great separation here. US 100. Yeah, a sell-off right now. Yeah, we talked about something like a in the short term on the US 100. I've told you that if the price will escape from this triangle, from this pattern, it could grow. Right now, it has found resistance maybe around this level, 16,283.2, and right now sell-off only because the dollar index increases. Let's take a look again on the dollar index. So the dollar index. Is in the green, and so it's maybe further growth and upside continuation here on the dollar index could push the US 100, US 30, US 500 lower in the short term. Sell off also on the US 30 on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Yeah, I don't have something really good on the US equities right now. Maybe I will look for longs after this sell-off on the US 30, but after its failure here to stabilize above the weekly pivot point, maybe staying within the standing pitchfork's body, moving sideways or something could bring us new long opportunities. Sell off on the US 500 as well on the S&P. Sell off. Personally, I believe that only because we don't have a strong correlation, negative correlation between the dollar index and the US equities. But as you already know, personally, when the dollar index is bullish, I don't want to be long on US equities. Yeah. Also here I talked about something like a rally after escaping from this triangle, after jumping above the immediate downtrend line. So you can take a look also on my previous live webinar. You can visit our YouTube channel, Learn to Trade YouTube channel. We have a playlist, live webinars, and you can take a look on my webinars. On my previous webinar, because I've talked about something like this test retest of the downtrend line. It has escaped from this pattern. Yeah, natural rally here, and this could be only a temporary drop, maybe. Yeah, before jumping higher, we'll have to wait. Okay, guys. Euro, New Zealand dollar. Sorry about that, and I will take a look. Bitcoin. I've talked about Bitcoin, and I believe I've had another question about. One moment. So we talked about gold, silver, majors, euro, New Zealand dollar. Yeah, okay. Euro, New Zealand dollar. Raul Rodriguez, Lara, you said that. One moment. Could you talk about, I believe it is support, strong support or something. Okay, so we have something like a sideways movement here on this market. Something like a sideways movement, but unfortunately the selling pressure is still high after failing to stabilize above 1.630606. Yeah, we have something like a support here, but I told you, after failing here to stabilize above the former highs, signaled a strong selling pressure. So right now, personally, I don't want to go long or something on this market. Also, if you'll use an ascending pitchfork here, you can see that it has failed to stabilize above the medium line. And maybe taking out all these could signal potential drop, at least towards this low 1.6081. So personally, I don't have something really good on this market. Sideways movement. maybe here we had something like this, like an inverse head and shoulders, but unfortunately I told you it has failed to stabilize here above 1.6306, above maybe the potential neckline or something. And yeah, we have something like a support zone area, but I don't know. Personally, I'll wait here for something really strong, because personally I don't want to buy a support zone only because it is a support zone. I want to see maybe a strong bullish pattern before considering going long again on this market. Okay. Because the price could also drop below a support zone, through a support zone area. Also, don't forget here that we had this level, a former low. So you can see that the price it has only tested, retested, registered the false breakouts above 1.6322. Resistance level, former support. So maybe we'll have something like a sideways movement, I don't know, between 1.6222, 1.6081, and maybe moving sideways here. A downside breakout could signal potential drops, and sideways movement, an upside breakout could bring us something, but I told you I don't have something really good on this market right now. 1, 2, and 3. I will draw something like this here. Test, retest, false breakouts. But no. When I'll have something, and if I will have something on this market, on this pair, I will come back to you with my trade. Raul Rodriguez. Right? Because right now I don't have something really good. Okay, guys, I was live here for more than 50 minutes. Gold, upside pressure, yeah. US dollar, Mexican peso again. Orlando's trade was a really good one. 65 pips or 650 pips. Really good trade. Yeah, the British pound versus the Japanese yen. Unfortunately, we have this spike. So in the short term, we cannot exclude maybe something like a temporary drop decline to test retest the broken warning line, maybe to come back to test retest the weekly pivot point before jumping higher. Okay, but my trade is still in profit on the British pound, Japanese yen, and also here 152.92 is seen as support. A former high is seen as support. Also we have all these former lows. So in my opinion, in the short term, the upside pressure is still high. So yeah, despite temporary drops, test, retest, here sideways movement right below the downtrend line. Something like a sideways movement could signal potential growth here. Could the British pound versus the Japanese yen could move sideways, could try to accumulate more bullish energy before jumping higher. Okay. So my trade is still valid on this market, on this pair. And when I'll decide to take action, maybe to, I don't know, to move my stop loss at break even, or to close it at break even, or to close it in profit, to take to close maybe half of my position, to to move my stop loss, to move my take profit. So when I'll decide to take action on my trade, I will share my trade management with the VIP members, because this was only a VIP trade. That's why I'm not showing my setup here, right? Okay guys, thank you for joining me here today. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment right below this video. Maybe if you want, I don't know, if you have suggestions, if you want me to record or to host webinars, educational webinars, I'm waiting for suggestions, topics or something, because yeah, personally I want to record more trading tutorials every week. So maybe I will talk about action and reaction, maybe in my previous trading tutorial, or about confluence trading. I've talked about confluence area in my previous trading tutorial, and maybe I will talk about confluence trading, right? Or about action and reaction, indicators, about trading tools, fundamental analysis. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. See you next time. And don't forget, if you are not a VIP member, you can become a VIP member by accessing the link posted right below this video. You can use that code 21 off to get a 21% discount. And to get all our trades, to follow our trades, if you want to follow our trades, to follow our trade management, to get some more content, VIP content, analyses, webinars, videos, tutorials. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. See you maybe on Wednesday or on Thursday. And don't forget that I will come back maybe with more trades for the VIP members later, maybe today as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.